National Gallery of Canada. This is where I had to go to get my visa approved so I could go to Korea. So I went to the Korean consulate and I was like, hey, I'm here to get a stamp on my visa. And they're like, did you make an appointment? And I'm like, no, but I took a 2-hour-long bus ride to get here. And they're like, okay, come back in 8 hours. So I just wandered around Ottawa. I went to the National Gallery of Canada. And there was an 18-plus zone. And you had to be 18 to get in. There was like a bouncer. I was 21, I think. So I said, excuse me, I'll pass right through here. And then there's just a bunch of huge blown up images of a woman with cum on her face. You really think I won't suck all you off at the same time? Instruction manual. It's one of those restaurants. I love a restaurant where when you walk in, they have to give you a preamble. Hey, have you ever dined with us before? No, but I have eaten a few times in my life. I think I generally understand the concept of I tell you what food I would like, and then you make it for me, and I exchange some currency with you, and then you give me a tray. It's not like other pizza places. Here, you can either order one of the pizzas that we got, or you can choose a crust, you can choose a sauce, and then we'll walk you through our array of toppings. We'll put them on, and then we'll bake them in our 600-degree brick oven. And you can mod it your way. That's all right. I can live with that. No fall damage, though. Okay. Every time we come through, we get a little bit better. That was fun. Another dad said, my parents live a few hours away, so most Fridays, they come down in the morning and just take care of the kid like all day. And then we, you know, once we get home from work, we sub in on the parenting duty. And then I swear to you, the other dad said, that's crazy. My parents also live in the same town, and that's pretty much what they do every Friday. And I was like, are you fucking... Listen, it's never easy, necessarily, but I've been sharing war stories with these guys like we're all in the damn trenches, and I realize they're the ones going, all right, lads, once more into the breach, and they're sitting there on the radio figuring out what to do. I'm the one ducking under machine gun fire and trying to advance no man's land by like 6 inches. Please take the fire wand. Okay, it's done. So-called free thinkers when Sweet Caroline comes on. I don't know, man. The sing-alongers, I guess I just gotta remind myself, when I ask myself, like, why do people do this? The answer is legitimately just because they find it fun, and I have, like, a different brain. But whenever, like, people, like, I mean, we were on a Disney cruise, right? Part of Your World came on, or, like, Show You the World. Everybody was like, I immediately have to sing this. And I'm like, I know you know the song. I see your Mickey Mouse shirt. Ooh.
What song?
Aladdin, I Can Show You the World.
I can show you the world.
Life imitates life. What can you say? All right. Look, I'm sorry for, this is a bad faith take, Wrenches. I apologize, like stuff happens. I'm sure when you pushed it to the test branch on GitHub, everything worked fine. Then you put it to production and now all of a sudden it's broken. But again, I feel like I'm a good actor who's been punished for doing nothing wrong. I understand at the same time you have to abide by the terms of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, but it feels bad for me that I might be losing a workday here as a result, at least the second helping of the workday when I poured it to YouTube, just because some people watch, Survivor and MasterChef on the website, and we've taken a little bit more hands-off approach to that. But maybe we're not ready for that conversation. Oh, I see you found a secret passage there. Well done. Oh, can't move now. You guys didn't even open the loot crates. What are you doing? I shouldn't, like, be alone, but at the same time, like, you guys aren't even looting. From the moment... Ah! Oh, dude. That got me real good. Oh, he's not dead yet. He's dead. Okay. Oh, man. It got me so good. The heck is Halberd? Here, we lost?
No, Mommy, look it.
Can you say, oh no?
Oh, no.
Oh no, we lost.
Mommy, look. Oh, no, Mommy, look.
It's okay, come see Dada. Oh, honey.
Mommy, oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna pay out the doubters and
Mommy, oh, no.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Mommy, oh, no.
Did NL beat the Godskin Noble pair? Honestly, this is not a meme. I think I beat them first try. No, you haven't yet? I think I fought them both at the same time. I saw other streamers tweeting, like, hey, need help at the Godskin duo. No, what the hell? Piper? No! He's insane! Okay. Pious? Proud. He's insane. I have 135 HP. Pious. Later. OE. Okay. Moded. Modes. Ooh, okay. Omit. Emote. Son of a bitch. Mopey. Nope. Mosey. It's equally bad. Pious. Later. Triad. I'm the God Gamer. Pious. Later. It was Pious? It was just Pious? You didn't see the game the whole time? Son of a... Hey, NL, you gonna play Among Us with the U.S. Supreme Court? Who leaked that? It's a duo Among Us tournament. I'm partnered with Justice Alito. We may have political differences, but we're gonna set those aside for something more important. Gaming.
So, Ava, thanks for attending. Why don't you tell us a fact about your favorite subject?
Violence of the oppressed is simply not the same as violence from the oppressor.
Great fact.
What the hell?
Gotta
She's
go to the
based?
next question. Free-range ad. It's time to pick yourself a subject.
Kids these days, right? Your enemy is the Joker. My mother-in-law got my daughter a bunch of, they're like DC Super Friends little miniature toys. I was laughing. She doesn't really have her finger on the pulse of what like a 2-year-old is invested in. There's like a little Joker miniature figurine. I'm like, you got my daughter playing with the Joker? She's 2 years old. You know what she did? First thing she did, she put the Joker in the Batmobile and said, I'm driving to school. The mind of a child is so innocent. I'm trying not to be rude, but the dark passenger inside of me wants to say something. I'm not saying this, but it wants to say something like the only people who think pancakes even come close to waffles think it's exotic to travel to the capital city of the state where their hometown is. That's what the dark passenger inside of me wants to say. Now, I'm not saying it. Did you know on the last season of Orange is the New Black, Crazy Eyes was drafted into NASA's space program as an outreach for female convicts and went to outer space? You did not know that? All right, I made that up. I just thought it would be funny to like lie one time. Let's go. How about a peculiar shirt, you know? Like those shirts that you post a picture of on Facebook to announce that you and your husband are expecting a baby. Where the husband's shirt is like, I drove the truck, and the wife's shirt is like, I'm the parking spot. I'm sorry. I can't wait till Zoomers become Managerial. Can you imagine? It's like, you know, 2037. Hey, Tanner, can you step into my office? On God, it's been great having you be a part of this organization. No cap. But for real, we're going through a hiring freeze right now. The NASDAQ is really sussy. It's down like 32% year to date, and we have to return capital to our shareholders. So unfortunately, I don't know anything else they say, so I'm just going to say you are the weakest link. Goodbye. That's what the future looks like. Get ready. Your ass is gone. Yeet. Then they drop Orange Justice on you. Look, our stock price is up a quarter point today. Let's go. I gotta say, God was kind of chilling on day 5. I know on the 7th day he rested. Day 1, he's like, I invented light. You can see things now. Plants can grow. Day 2, he said, guess what? Here's an eternal paradise. Fulfills your every desire, everything you could possibly want. Day 3, here's a planet. Here's a planet with nearly self-sustaining life that can create life from it. Day 4, here's the sun, the moon, and the stars, essentially the entire universe. Day 5, he was like, fish and birds. I think he took off at noon. Oh my God. Be careful. My Halloween costume came. Big dinosaur. Why didn't they just name the Pokemon games in a reasonable way so we could all remember which one came when? Like Pokemon 1, then Pokemon, the second Pokemon game could be called Pokemon 360, then the third Pokemon game could be called Pokemon 1 again, and then the fourth one could be called Pokemon Series X. That way I could keep them straight. Listen, I never doubt getting over it. I got 2 emails from Twitch. The first one said, it was like a week after I'd accessed Twitch, it said, chat misses you. With all due respect, you don't think it's like a little bit messed up when I mean, we're talking about an industry where people like work 18 hours a day. I mean, it's an easy job, don't get me wrong, but like they do crazy, they do subathons, everyone's suffering from burnout and like mental health issues and the constant grind to feed the beast. I'm away for a week. You send me an email that's trying to like emotionally blackmail me saying chat misses me. It's a little, I get that you got a bottom line, okay? It just seemed like, to me, I thought that was a little much. And then they, like 3 days after that, they sent me another one that's like, here's what you've missed while you're gone. And I was like, oh, fucking a bunch of people playing the same shit they always play. Big whoop. Is Lupita. This is also Cameron Diaz. That's Cameron Diaz's smile. I could tell you that with authority. This is Sandra Bullock. That's Keira Knightley. That's not fair because she and Natalie Portman are the same person. That's Helen Mirren. It's got to be this. That's Amy Adams. Is it creepy that I'm getting all these right? Okay, that was that. And I stand by the plastic straw take. It's bad for the environment, but what people never consider is maybe it's worth it. Like, and people are like, that sociopath take. You make that decision every day. You drive your car to work. Oh, I can't walk. It's 5 miles. You could walk. You just decided that driving a car that produces, like, you know, CO2 and emissions via internal combustion. I was trying to find a line I could say. You trying to say this is the guy who says booty going up? I ain't got no problem spending all of my money trying to see what's up. I can do this all day like it ain't nothing. Black card, party in the backyard. Shorty got the black bra showing. Tatted up, ass fat enough. She's a bad bitch and you already know it. That's this guy? She gonna make me spend some money on it. Oh, whoa. Whole bank account, I'll blow it. Go do the show then, bring the dough in. You have to find your basal metabolic rate plus augmented by a factor based on your activity. Find your sister's basal metabolic rate augmented based on her activity. Then you need to look at the calorie count of the meal. Because if you guys are eating a 2,000 calorie dinner and it's split evenly, you don't need half of her dinner to supplement because you're both eating too fucking much. Similarly speaking, if it's a 200 calorie meal, you should each be getting half of it because you're at like starvation rations, okay? So there's only a very narrow subset of meals where it would actually be relevant that the taller person needs to get more food. Because you're living in a country where you're posted on Reddit and this is what's bothering you in your life instead of like, I need medicine or food or water or like a house or something like that, I'm going to assume that you live in a world of relative abundance where meeting your caloric daily requirements is not an issue, in which case, why are you getting in your own fucking way by starting arguments with family over who gets the bigger piece of salmon? Get it out of here! Ghibli died, what happened? I didn't even try. Oh, return to the lobby. As soon as I saw the tongue pop out, I was like, I'm done. Because I think it would be sick to watch Joe Biden debate a 13-year-old in a presidential debate. After 2016, the door is wide open for insanity, right? Watching Joe Biden debate an alpha zoomer, it could be incredible, man. You could drop orange justice on him. Whatever, Joe. Whatever, Joe. Joe, you're old. Old. Joe, you're old. Sheesh, Joe. So right after that sketch, you could have Walter White is on Chopped with Jesse Pinkman, and they're cooking crystal meth. Your chefs, without further ado, please open up your mystery basket. Your ingredients: Sudafed DM, baking soda, lime, and chili pepper. You have 30 minutes. So immediately I'm thinking crystal meth, okay? So I know it's... Every time I watch this show, they're always like, I'm gonna make crystal meth. And I'm like, no, you don't have time. The ice cream machine always breaks. But here I am making crystal meth on Albuquerque Chopped.
Nice shot.
I'll live with that. Any day of the week, we live with that. Oops! Oh! Nobody in the history ever thought that this day would ever end. Well, guess what? It's not. We need to keep this damn game alive. I'm so sick of modern gaming culture when the most pog-rich moment for a game is when it gets announced during a Nintendo Direct. And then as soon as it comes out, they're like, I don't want it anymore. Switch Sports, Poggy. It's out? $40 though. I don't know. I already used up all my Pogs during the announcement video when I heard the music. Idea of thing? Bat chest. Actual physical thing you can interface with but has flaws because it's real, unlike my fantasies? Madge. I ain't nervous any longer. Let me get that turkey. The first recorded turkey in Wii Bowling history. I didn't get the pin action I'm looking for, but still, how impressive would this be? Watch this. You gotta do a little... You gotta reverse your spin on this one. You gotta reverse your spin. Okay? Watch this. Put me in the damn clip. What the hell? Okay, suburb outside of Quebec City. Fair enough. About to get roasted because it's in my own country. People don't have a sense of how large Canada is, and that's okay.
Aren't you Canadian?
Yeah, I know it was coming. I'm gonna.
Was a good effort.
It's not because you guys fucked me on that one, but I'm gonna leave because I have to end stream in 5 minutes anyway.
It's fine. I got PoE to play.
Good, okay. Oh, good. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Good games. Good games.
Good games. Good games. Good games. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Later. Bye-bye. Bye. Holy cow! People are gonna get paid out like crazy on that one. Oh. Dude, can I say it now without sounding braggadocious? I think I was kind of like fucking killing it in Fall Guys today. Did you see? There were some amazing plays.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know he was in there, man. I didn't hang up from the Discord call. Oh my God. All right, now I'm embarrassed because he knows I'm so like happy with myself for how well I did in the game. This is a good gamer. He did it with style. When are you gonna do the Luddy? That's the one that's like this, right? Honestly, guys, I had to tell you, I think hitting the Luddy just gave me a hernia. Is that when it feels like you tore something in your shoulder blade? Sufjan Stevens wasn't on in the background. Speaking outrageously, I write in cursive. Bad look, King. Okay, I'd like to apologize when I said that maybe I should take crystal meth. What I meant was I would never take crystal meth, but it might improve my gaming abilities. I'd like to apologize to all the young viewers out there. I didn't mean when I said that taking crystal meth would make you a better gamer. You would be so busy cleaning your house when you took it, you wouldn't have time to play League of Legends, but your place would be beautiful. Alright everybody, it's me again. I'd just like to apologize for saying that if you want to clean your house, I insinuated that crystal meth was one easy way that you could motivate yourself to do it. Obviously, I didn't really think about the consequences of my actions when I said that. I don't have any further place to take this bit, so I'm going to retire it right here in a salvo of +2s. Thank you. Start at the baseline. Take it up. Take it up. Count for your obvious overcorrection. Count for your overcorrection of your overcorrection. No! I overcorrected my undercorrect and overcorrect! How'd you have diarrhea for 3 weeks and not die? Now, this is where you're gonna have to allow me some egocentrism. I honestly think that I have a stronger will to live than the average person. I guess in a way I am suggesting that I'm built different. Like especially when it was at its peak, when I was having diarrhea like once every 90 minutes, I was drinking like a pint of water every time I went to the bathroom. I think a lot of people would simply have chosen to die. They would have been like, that's an uncomfortable amount of water to drink. I'm just gonna skip a couple of waters and then they would be dead, I think. I refused. I said, I don't want to die. Every time I've gone to the grocery store, I've bought like, you know, Gatorade. Is it 100%. I'm not a pee guy, but like, it's just pee. It's not that crazy to clean up someone else's pee. I'm not a pee guy. I'm not saying I would be like slurping it up. I'm just saying if she was like, can you help me? I would be like, I'd already be getting the straw out this time. I mean the towel. You gotta ask yourself, for real, like what kind of person steps on the switch after they're already safe? Like, yes, like you. Like, why would you do that? Like, you can only hurt yourself. I got the attention, though. Got the attention. Okay, hold on. I'm in. It's their first time? It's not their first time. These are obviously high ELO lobbies. Otherwise, I would not be in them. Afternoon off early yesterday is because I was consulting on getting a hair transplant. I said, is it possible to remove the last little bit of hair on my head and put it between my ass cheeks? And then the nurse was like, I just asked you whether you wanted Pfizer or Moderna. And I said, did I stutter? I'm actually a little stupid. And that's okay. I've been doing this a long time. You expect some degree of brain rot. Okay, that one is inexcusable, I would say. That one doesn't really have an excuse. Washed. I am feeling like my brain's not 100% today. Okay, come on. You wouldn't know it from our second place finish in Hexagon. Bro, it's the other people, dude. Like, that dude triggered the thing on me. What am I supposed to do, you idiot Godzilla? Bro, yes, thank you. Get the fuck out of the way. See, if nobody gets in my way, I can't be stopped. This is why I'm so good at Formula 1. Ah, shit. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Empty vial. An empty vial with an unpleasant odor. Is it one of those NFT fart jars? Isn't that... It was worth like $5,000. Don't open it! $2,000!
Is that? Is it Dylan's? Ugh.
My blockchain. I believe I am moving out of the town. I would like to immediately head back to the town. Let's come up with a guess right now. This is the south of France. Just in case we're forced, if our hand is forced, I believe we are in the south of France. Diversion? That sounds French to me. I guess it could be diversion. Okay. Le Clos de Miel, private road. I think it's northern France. It says private road. I think we're in Jersey, man. I'm taking a stab. Oh! God! Then you go to 9th grade and you're like, I'm a little baby. Then you're in 12th grade and you're like, I'm the oldest motherfucker in this whole building. Then you go to college and you're like, what the hell? There's 30-year-olds in my classes. I'm young as hell. Then you turn 20 and you're like, I'm old as dirt. There's people coming in to freshman year that the song that they had at their prom was Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, when my song was Promiscuous Girl by Nelly Furtado, produced by Timbaland. Then you turn, like 23 and you're like, I'm young, I got a job, everyone in my office is old as dirt. Then now you're at 30, and then I'm assuming it just keeps going. Like, I'm assuming you're like, I'm 39, I'm old as shit. And then you're like 40, and you're like, what the hell? I'm half the age of everyone at this country club. And then, like, I'm the youngest motherfucker in the whole senior center, Like, and then you just die at the end. Something like that. Anyway. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a different actress. You're absolutely... Noomi Rapace plays the main character. I believe her name is Shaw. She has an alien squid baby sucked out of her by an autodoc. Charlize Theron plays Peter Whalen's daughter. Spoilers, by the way, because it seems like you haven't seen the fucking movie that you're so confident on. She's the one who gets crushed by the horseshoe-shaped spaceship as it starts rolling on the derelict asteroid. Maybe if you didn't smoke so much weed before 9th grade gym class, your long-term memory would be able to keep these relevant details, and then we could engage in a discussion as peers. As equals, instead of you trying to snipe some dopamine from telling the teacher they're wrong when they are not wrong. You're going to question me on Prometheus? I don't think so. That's why I think it should be legal to drink and drive. What's number 2 here? What is this Tzatziki Sunday? It's called Eatin' Mess. I'll say, I know they're eating the mess. What the hell is the mess called? Whatever. I'm giving up. Gooseberry Fool. I can't read these. I'm sorry. The first one they give me is called Gooseberry Fool. I can't. Kalmar was always a coward. This land is a better place now that his carcass is nothing more than a mound of rotten bananas. now that his birthday, yeah, you've got some bananas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it taste good? Yo, who's got that shiny Dragonite in the raid? And I was like, oh, that's me. They're like, you have a shiny Dragonite? And then I said, I'm not good. I'm just lucky. Anyway, so this was like the priming, so they already thought I was like a god of Pokemon Go or something. Then when we killed the Kyogre, are you happy? The Pokemon shows up on your screen, and I was like trying to catch mine, and one of the kids came over to me with a shiny Kyogre on his phone, and then was like, can you catch it for me? I don't trust myself. His hands were like shaking. And what do you say to that? You don't say like, oh, no, I'm not any good. I just said, yeah, sure, kid. And I swear to you, first ball, I've never been happier to catch a Pokemon in Pokemon Go. That's so much pressure. First ball, it curves in, catches it. I hand the phone back. He was like, he was so excited. Why does every Drake song I've ever heard sound like there's just, he's reading, he's using voice to text to send a message to himself outside of a club. You. Don't forget to buy the cauliflower at the store tomorrow. Like, you get the vibe I'm going for here? Where are you going? I would not recommend that move next time. I'll see you in a minute, okay? Okay, that was insane. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's good. I love it. I hate the backwards dodge on that one, though. Big plays, big plays. Then running unblockable. Throw him to his death. Then, when he wakes up from his super... Oh! Put me in the clip. Put Tomo in the clip. How do you learn these tricks that take most speedrunners weeks to get consistent? Unlike most speedrunners, I ate breakfast this morning. Look at that. Clean. Watch this. I gotta ruin this guy's life. Your turn. It's your turn. Just kidding. Eat shit. Fuck you, fucking dickhead.
I was gonna say it's a child.
But Rush and Fleetwood Mac are extremely different. Rush is a prog rock band, and Fleetwood Mac is like straight up classic rock. I mean, Rush is like, you know, you know? No, that's not yes. Yes is Fleetwood Mac is not really like that at all. Your Honor, in my client's defense, he did say it's Morbin time before he morbed. How can it... Well, no, we got to do it the opposite way. How could we consider this to be first-degree morbing? First-degree morbing requires intent. And what's my client's most famous catchphrase? It's morbing time. Now, Miss Jennifer Garner, did you hear my client, Dr. Michael Morbius, say it's morbing time? No? Then I posit to the court this could not be first order morbing. It's second, maybe morb slaughter. Even the baby liked that one. Okay. Everyone's always telling me to like upgrade my computer, but have you ever considered like, what's the point? You upgrade the computer for like 6 months, you're like, my computer's so good. Then like a month after that, until the time that you have to upgrade again, you're like, oh, I should upgrade my computer. Shit's annoying. Have you ever considered, instead of changing something else, just changing yourself? Maybe I'll just become more patient, okay? Yeah, maybe Fall Guys takes 5 minutes to load on my damn PC for some reason. Maybe I'll just learn the pleasure of a life lived slowly. What good has improving everything around me done? You know? You watch the news lately? Maybe it's time to take a step back and just be content with what we already got instead of jumping on the hedonic treadmill and saying, surprise me. Hello. Hi, how are you? You're blowing bubbles? Ah, you're blowing bubbles. Okay. Hi. You're blowing bubbles with mommy. So cute. That's our delivery guy. Imagine if you didn't need a car in general. Oh my God, just shut up. Like I get, look, and this is coming from a position of mutual respect. Anytime anyone, like if someone's like, oh, I saw a bad driver today, the proper response is not like, well, cars shouldn't exist anyway. Like, I get it. You're online, okay? I don't even necessarily disagree, but like, let's talk about where things exist in reality instead of like how they would be if you were Romulus and Remus and we're like building Western society from the ground up in 2022 with all the information you have available from the previous 10,000 years of history, you know? Most people, well, I guess I shouldn't say most people, because again, I don't live in the United States, but they agree with you. They just want you to like be quiet a little bit. They're like, yes, I also am not like a huge fan of cars, but at the same time, I have to go to work. You won't believe this. 10 tips douchebags use to terrorize fast food workers disguised as secret menu items. Did you know at McDonald's, if you ever get a soggy order of french fries at McDonald's and get all entitled about it because you expected it to be a good restaurant because you're a fucking idiot, just order your fries with no salt. As they salt them when they're in the warmer, they'll have to cook a fresh batch just for you, mommy sweet little prince. Alleged witches, but like, it's been like, look, if I die in a messed up situation, I've told you this before, the more messed up my death, the shorter the window where you can't make fun of it. If I die of a heart attack, give me like 3 months before you make a joke about like, man, this soundtrack is weaker than NL's heart. But if I like slip and fall into a manhole cover and then drown in like the sewer or something like that, you only got to give me like 3 days. You'd be like, oh man, that's tragic. And then you could be like, wow, this game is stinkier than NL's last meal or something like that. I embrace this, okay? I give you my permission. What if Tom Cruise did one of those, like the spots that he's doing now before the movies where he's like, hey everybody, my name's Tom Cruise. Just wanted to say thank you for making Top Gun Maverick the #1 movie at the box office this year. It feels good to be back at the movies. Now, I'm going to cut off the tip of my penis with a pair of scissors. What if he did that, but instead of for like Mission Impossible, it was like you see him take out the scissors and then it like when he cuts, it fades to black and then the trailer for the movie plays and it's just based on Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy. Sometimes I see streamers post their HelloFresh meals and they're like, look at how good this looks. And I'm like, you fucked that up big time, man. That looks like fucking pure shit. And I can't believe that that's the one you posted. You're getting 3 meals a box. What the hell do the other ones look like, man? I'm so sorry, but like, There were a lot of times where I'm like, I could tell you got the HelloFresh sponsorship, and it's like the first time you've ever cooked, which is fine. Like it's a, you know, it's a gateway. But at the same time, I'm like, this looks like garbage, which is also fine. But like, don't take a photo. Like, you know, maybe wait like a year or something like that. That's Poland, dude. Wait, Ulika! We're in Croatia. Ulika. There's a great Croatian restaurant on Ulika Street. Ulika is street in any Slavic language. Not really like, oh, I'm worried that the guy next to me is gonna like look at my beans and frank and I'm gonna feel bad. It's definitely more, it's like classic anxiety. Oh, the guy next to me is probably like, whoa, this weirdo's been standing at the urinal for like 30 seconds and I don't hear a stream yet. What's up with that? But then sometimes you get two people with shy bladders standing next to each other and it's like it's like the opposite of a Cold War. Like you're both trying to fire the nukes, but you're like, come on, what the fuck, man? Now I know that you got shy bladder. You know that I got shy bladder. Now that my shy bladder's being observed, it gets even shyer. We're both like 17 men have gone to the urinals next to us in the time that we've been standing here generating no noise whatsoever. Like, bro, just put up the partitions. It would save us this a lot of my weekend. Hey, honey, what do you want for dinner? Chocolate egg. Okay, listen, be reasonable. You can't have a chocolate egg for dinner. Plus, you already had one for lunch. What do you want for dinner? Pasta? No. No, I don't want pasta. Pizza? No. Yuck. I don't like pizza. Okay, let's not be ridiculous. Let's not say things we can't take back. What about a sandwich? Okay, I'll have a sandwich. Slice up some sourdough. Get a mixture of Swiss cheese and cheddar cheese. Butter the bread. Make a beautiful grilled cheese in a pan. Slice it up into non-chokeable pieces. Put it on her plate. As soon as I put it on her plate, no! What do you mean, no? You told me you wanted a sandwich. What do you want to eat? Chocolate egg. We went over this! Who's number 7 in McDonald's? I could not tell you that. Let's try it. That's a fun way to play it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So who has 1,285 McDonald's? We would think about a country that's roughly the size of Canada, perhaps. Maybe around 40 million people. I'm going to say that the answer to that question is the United Kingdom. I give up. You can't hurt me.
Close the door behind you too. Can you close every door?
Oh! They're still
You close
coming.
it?
Yeah, they're still coming.
All right, close this one. Close the neck. There's one more to close. Close it. Close it. Close it. I'll try to get us home. Let's go straight and then close this one. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta use this altar. I gotta this shrine.
Okay.
I know it's a problem.
We're heading to this.
Oh, they're still coming. They're still coming.
Come on here. I'll close the door. You just run through. Okay.
Oh, they're through here. This is like the boss. Ah! Ah, dude! Oh no!
Oh. You opened up the door and Skyrim came bounding through.
What you're telling me here is that if I permanently banned you, I would be losing a follower for approximately 41 days. Let's take a look at all the messages. Old man, sell the chinchilla. Juice me. Old, bald, and mad. Juice me. Hey, Baldy. Do you shoe shine your head? Hey, Baldy, looking really good today. Do you shoe shine your head? So bad. Rolled. You suck, streamer. Hey, looking good, streamer. Do you shoe shine your head? You look good for 40. What's up, Baldy? Did you? These are all from different days, by the way. Did you shoe shine your head? Looking good today. Did you shoe shine your head, Baldy? Stunlock Stanley. Giga Chad Arnold. Stunlock Steven. I know this is their comment. I don't want this to be taken out of context. I know no one asked, but I jerked it to hentai for the first time today, and it sure was something. I hate to admit this. I have a compatriot in the other room that's watching the stream, and then they're giving me one buzz through the vibrating anal beads connected via Bluetooth directly to my anus.
Say hello, Claudia.
If it's A, and then 2 buzzes if it's B, 3 buzzes if it's C, and 10 buzzes if they want me to come in my pants.
For 3rd grade. Every question
And I gotta tell you,
this
this shit is almost out of battery. Stunlocked on the main menu? This is the content. You know that, right? It's not like the part where we're creatively thinking about things and talking about them, just like coming off the top of the dome piece. That's not any less valid than, and then we're going to go down here and we're going to hope that we see some gems. Look, oh, good, we got some gems. I'm going to bring those gems back to the surface. I'm going to take a quick look at it. Who fucking cares? How old are you? I'm asking, there's not like a question from a place of derisiveness. I just want to know. Because if you're like in your 30s and that's what you're asking for. Oh no, brother. We're searching the soul here. We're combing through the Zen garden between your ears, okay? The game is merely the background noise. That's why I'm not playing God of War Ragnarok. We don't need the emotions to be on the screen. We find them within. We comb through the soul. Sometimes we do go goblin mode. That is true.
I don't have any neighbors. Yeah, the houses are still not done.
Ah, okay. So you got some time.
I did meet. I didn't meet, but I saw. I think my first neighbor because she was getting a tour of her house.
Yeah, I think. Didn't we all wave at them?
No, no, that was the across the street neighbor.
Yeah.
No,
What
I'm
if
talking about the next door neighbor.
could you wait till like the nighttime, and has it ever dawned on you that you could maybe like just go take a piss in the concrete mixer and then your DNA would be in their house forever?
That's fucking just the weirdest thing you've
What do
ever.
you've never done that?
Shit.
No, I to bring this back to like a more realistic anecdote.
What that happens all the time, I'm sure.
I walked to the mailbox at like 11:30 at night because I was like, oh shit, I gotta get this out of the mail, and I forgot. And it was just really like eerie and creepy walking around in like an empty neighborhood with a bunch of houses aren't done yet.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, you could piss in. You're picking the litter.
Yeah.
Seeing a powerful man with the nuclear football reduced to an inevitable, because once you start tipping over, you're gone, right? To see the world's most powerful individual reduced to just holding the handlebars until they hit the sidewalk, it brings them down to the level of the common man. It's egalitarian. It would be inauthentic not to at least chuckle. Are you saying it was staged? You guys need to turn your country on and off again. Honestly, like, it's just this... I'm not saying it was staged. I'm saying he's a 78-year-old man falling off a bicycle. You don't have to stage that shit. It's not a moon landing. He's cracked the code. Dude, you can use that for anything. Hey, Johnson, why were you late today? Sorry, sir. I got halfway to work and then I shit my pants. I had to drive home and change. Well, Jesus. Just take a sick day next time. All right, go to your desk. You can't use it every time? Well, no, you just have to escalate. You could probably use it like 3 times in a month, but then after that, you got to start pretending to have like ulcerative colitis, which you probably should not do because it's immoral for one, but also it's gonna make your life like mighty complicated. Johnson, put down those potato skins. You know it makes your greasy food makes your irritable bowel syndrome flare up. Oh, sir, thank you. What would I do without you? Son of a bitch. Could have just left the house 10 minutes early that one day. George R.R. Martin, you've done it again. Anytime I fight a dragon, that's George. Anytime I fight a 104-pound female with bare feet, I'm like Miyazaki he had all hands on for that meeting. And then I took some noodles and popped it in there, gave her a spoon, gave her a fork. She went crazy on the broth. Then I started feeding her the noodles with my own chopsticks. She was going... She was eating that. She ate probably like half of an adult-sized ramen. Siphoned off of Kate's bowl and my own bowl. And then when I was putting her to bed, she looked at me in the eyes, because we had been practicing our speaking. She looked at me in the eyes and said, "Daddy, I love ramen noodle." And I said, "Aww." And then she said, "Daddy, I love my crib." And it was like breaking my heart. And then I said, "Good night, honey, I love you." And she said, "Daddy, go to bed." I guess I got to put in a little bit more elbow grease to get to the same level as crib and ramen noodles. But first like half hour, I was having a great time. And then like when I realized that every hole was a half hour long, and then I saw that I was on hole 3 of 16 or of 18, I was like, there's no shot, man. It just can't. I can't get there. It's just it's too much commitment, honestly. And I don't know why this guy accused me of being a police bootlicker. Should I blow a cop before I watch? 18 cops in a row lined up waiting to get their cocks sucked. Fucking mods flicking my ball sack, man. Okay, then the Unban Request. You are a cop-loving redacted. Bald man gets out of his car to suck a cop off. Amazing. Best performance ever put to screen. Won 2 awards at the AVN Awards. Much love, you fucking freak. Keep up the great work. I don't know if I ever read that one all the way through. But either way, the new bit that my daughter says is every time Daddy Pig shows up on the screen, she laughs and says, "Looks like Ryan. Looks like Ryan." And like, I don't mean like occasionally she says it. I mean, literally every time the guy is on screen, she says it. And she says, like, he's on the screen 10 times an episode. I don't know if you've ever seen what Daddy Pig looks like. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Chad says she's saying chat. Is that true? Are you saying, can you say chat?
Chat.
Can you say hi, chat?
Hello, chat.
Oh my god.
Hello, chat.
Can you say hello, chat?
Hello, chat. Chat.
Well, I lost all my points. My brother in Christ, you bet all your points. The Caesar's Palace Gestapo did not break into your house and force you to make an all-in wager. How did this happen? They did? Okay, well, honestly, if you ever watch sports, like, it seems like that's where we're trending right now, is that, like, soon the advertisements are going to be like Kate Upton showing up on the screen. It's like, wait a minute. You don't place bets while the game is going on the world's most popular online casino where all the stars play? What do you have, a tiny cock?
Hey, look, there's dates. There's new characters coming out on a regular. Look at this. They actually have dates for when they're coming out.
Time to show you what I can do.
Yeah, unlike the people who play them.
Oh man.
Oh. Hi-yo.
Oh. That
I would never do a Twitter scroll segment. Because again, like sometimes, like, I follow YouTubers, and some YouTubers are like degenerates, man. Sometimes I'll just be like minding my own business, then I'm scrolling through Twitter, and there's like a bound up, like, anime succubus or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? Now I gotta go masturbate. Oh, man.
Then there was a dentist office, an LCBO, a Shoppers Drug Mart, and a Bargain Herald's, which was then turned into Byway. And there was a CIBC bank as well.
Did Harold sell Ready Up?
No. He sold heavily discounted merchandise.
When you get a sub at Subway, did you
t-shirts.
ask for extra Ready Up?
No, I did not, Mal. But I used to be able to smoke in there. Because this is
Sky
like
High, Ryan?
I don't know what's wrong with Sips, man.
It's like it was like 1994, 1995. Used to be able to smoke in the subway.
I'm starting to think this guy is sour cream.
Did you get addicted to Ready Up in high school, and that's why you're so adverse to it today, right now?
What? Oh, sorry, Ready Up. Yeah, sorry. I was wondering. Do you know what? I wasn't even wondering. I was just lost in my own thoughts. I don't think I have any grenades. There's a grenade in the room.
I think being a financial dominatrix, it might be like the only job on earth that maybe is like better than being a Twitch streamer. Maybe this is like a bad take, but I feel like it's kind of like the easiest job of all time, which is not this, and I get that it's just the pot calling the kettle black, but like, don't you just post a picture of yourself in like a leather corset and go like, hey, you little pay pigs, give me your paycheck, you limp dick piece of shit. And then people are like, oh my god, okay, here you go. And then they give you like a whole month's salary, and then you go like, that's it. And then they're like, oh, it was worth it. Anyway, would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for all the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thanks for all the gifted subscriptions. What the hell is this? We got Rick from Rick and Morty is driving a choo-choo train. He's coming right for me. What the hell is that, man? I love Fortnite. The word yeast disgusts me. Okay, that sounds like something you should work on. The rest of us are adults who have real problems, so we don't have to manufacture ones in our head, and we're trying to have a conversation right now. They're the like most picky eaters of all time, but then they also have like the most insane fetishes. Fucking, oh, don't you love it when a big titty goth GF pulls out a gun and fucking kills you? They say shit like that. Oh, I love when a little gremlin girl pulls out a knife and fucking cuts my legs off, you know? And I'm like, you won't eat a mushroom? You won't even try it? But you would love to be literally swallowed by a giant lady. I don't think so. If you can't handle eating an enoki mushroom, I don't think you can handle being swallowed by a 90-foot tall Japanese woman, okay? I don't think you got the stones for it. I think she's gonna want a man who eats something besides chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, because you are what you eat. Did you see, like, okay, so there's that clip yesterday where I correctly surmised that the United Kingdom had the 7 most McDonald's in the world. And so many, I don't even want to say it, but they're all British. So many British people lighting me up. Oh, he said Canada has 40 million people, so he needs a country that's close in population size. Actually, the UK has 68 million people. Wow. Oh my, he's off by... And then someone, they thought they were so smart. They said, hey, don't be hard on the guy. It's only half an order of magnitude. You don't even know what you're talking about, you stats 100 Andy. An order of magnitude is 10x. Half of an order of magnitude is 5x. I wasn't even off by 2x. But you're typing actually nerd emoji like you got it all figured out because you got the 4th highest grade in your 11th grade math class. What's your favorite house flipper show? I don't watch any of them. I consider them part of the endemic problem of treating housing as an investment or a leisurely sport instead of as a necessity for, you know, human life. I consider them more morally objectionable than any kind of sexual content you could possibly imagine. within, you know, reason. I feel like HGTV should be the subject of a class action lawsuit from American renters, and I feel like they should be forced to go out of business. Is that based enough for you? But if you twisted my arm, I would say hometown. But if you are a dentist, I think you're right that being a dentist is kind of like being a streamer. You get to make a joke. You probably have the same joke you can use on every patient, and then they can only react with emotes, basically. They can go, like that's it. Hold on, Twitter's a little slow today. It must be on the Rogers network.
Ludwig's bomb-headed bitch-ass, bomb bitch, fuck you, Ludwig ass, playing support, this stupid son of a bitch. I'm not flaming, I'm just saying.
Like that 10 seconds is it's unbelievable. There's just something about it, man. Like the cadence, the rapid fire, the way he's mixing up his speed, like it's elegant.
Ludwig's bomb-headed bitch-ass, bomb bitch, fuck you, Ludwig ass, playing support, this stupid son of a bitch. I'm not flaming, I'm just saying.
It might be like the most beautiful 10 seconds of off-the-cuff audio I've ever heard. It's incredible. But this shit is like, I don't understand why, like, the only form of gaming that seems to be rewarded by the Game Awards is third-person action game, where like, oh, the combat engine is so good, the combat is so fun. That's 4% of the game. The rest of the game is riding around on a dog sled to Jotunheim with a head on your belt that goes, Kratos, this reminds me of the time me and my brother went to Nibelheim. And then people are like, I hate quips in Marvel movies. Quips ruin Star Wars. But oh, then when Kratos gets quipped, oh, I love it. And then Kratos, in a cutscene, motherfucker can jump 100 feet in the air to get on top of a mountain to fight God. But then he walks into a room and there's like a little lever. The lever is up a knee-high alcove. And he's like, what can I do? And you're like, I think I pick up the crystal and put it on a pedestal. And then I get like a ramp. And then Kratos, have you considered picking up have you seen the crystal over there? Why would you be sad that a Souls boss is hard? Like, is that not why you're playing this game? Because it's the only franchise out there that, like, respects your abilities? It's like being sad that the new Genshin Impact waifu has bare feet. Like, you gotta acknowledge why you're playing it to begin with. I'm playing it because I want to get the simulated self-improvement that comes from, you know, beating a difficult task in this game. I'm not gonna die to that. I'm not gonna die to that. Not today. If you want instant gratification, just, you know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but if you got Genshin Impact on your phone, you could probably figure it out. Like, my daughter was on the jungle gym and she was having a great time. She went, silly me, silly me. And then there was like another kid on the other side of the jungle gym said, silly goose, silly goose. And then my daughter went, I am Nazi. We were eating dinner and I said, oh, I was at the part where Ryan was going to die, but then I let him get bit by the werewolf lady so that he would live. And my daughter, like, as soon as I said Ryan was going to die, she looked at me and was like, and then just started to cry, like, uncontrollably. I didn't know that she knew the words. And then I had to be like, no, it's, Daddy's okay, Daddy's okay. And then we were trying to figure out whether she actually interpreted what I said, or alternatively, if she just bit her finger while she was eating her quesadilla. And I think Kate believes that she just, like, bit her finger, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I may have, like, traumatized her a little bit, but
your own life hangs in the balance. It's up to you.
It's like 50-50. How many Canadians served in the First World War? Population of Canada in 1916. 100 years ago, it's probably about 12 million. So let's go 6 million, and then we'll cut that by another 80%. Now I'm getting confused. So I got 1.2 million. Didn't draft them all at the same time. I'm going to say it's 600,000. It's called an estimate. My legs are across the line! NL, are you going to Saudi Arabia for the Fortnite tournament? I have no idea what you're asking of me. Oh, shit.